Today I'm going to turn this beef short rib into this beautiful beef curry. Now you've never had a beef curry like this. All you've had is that chewy, horrible beef curry from the takeaway. But this is another level, and I'm going to pair it up with a few sides and a few papadums as well. So we're doing a 3-course Indian meal here. But first we need to go to the shop and get the ingredients. Very important here. Beautiful ginger, garlic, coriander, some short ribs. I managed to pick up some papadums in this shop, some mango chutneys, and then we're going to get started. So I'm back in the kitchen here. I have everything ready to go, and just look at the caliber of these beautiful short ribs. They're absolutely incredible piece of meat here. Look at the fat to meat ratio. It's just so good. Seasoning the beef short ribs, plenty of salt. Plenty of salt, don't be shy, boy. Plenty of salt, pepper. Beautiful, come on. This is the start of it now, lads. This is the start of this amazing homemade Indian buffet. Beautiful, seasoned beautifully. When that fat hits the pan and it just all comes out, and then you cook the ginger, the garlic, the onions in that fat, and stop. It's going to be unreal. Right, lads, I'm well excited about this. I am well excited about this dinner. Look, all from the same shop. Onions, garlic, ginger. No, I challenge myself on the weekends, lads. I like to go cook big, and I like to treat the weekends as if I was in a restaurant, you know, like with the beer, the starters, the main course, everything. I like to try and treat it like we were out for dinner, because we have spent loads of money, you know. We've gone to loads of restaurants and spent a lot of money, like, and this is way cheaper, just as nice, just as fresh. That's it. That's the hard work done. That's it. Look, ginger, garlic, and onion. That's the base. Gonna put the spices together in a minute. I'll leave a little recipe for the spices just to get you going. That's the hard work done. We're going to change camera angles. We're going to get cooking. Now everyone should know at this stage of their lives that all great curries start with a bit of oil, and then we're going to sear off the beef fat. So we're going to go fat side down on these short ribs, and we're going to get some of the most amazing colour on them. Cumin, garam masala, coriander, turmeric, some amazing beautiful spices. And look at the colour on these short ribs, lads. This is the colour you're after here. Getting the Maillard effect. When it cooks down and slow cooks, it will add so much flavour to this dish. Now that beef fat is screaming out for some onions, so get those onions right into the beef fat there. Cook the onions down for a couple of minutes, and then I'll go in with the ginger and garlic, because you don't want to burn that. You just want to cook it off nicely, and because I grated it, it will cook quite quick. So I got my ginger and garlic in there. Going to give that a little mix around, cook it for a couple of minutes in that beef fat. Straight in with some tomatoes. I don't need to season these with salt right away, because my salt is mixed in with my spices. Just a bit of tomato puree will help give it body and thicken up the curry as well. So I have my spices, and they're going to go straight into that sauce. And just start to move that around. And what will start to happen here, lads, is you'll make a beautiful curry paste out of that tomatoes. Curry leaves here I have on the side as well. So I'm going to put them short ribs back into the sauce here, and I'm going to put the curry leaves into the sauce also. I'm going to bring it up to the boil, and then I'm going to add some potatoes, because potatoes will help everything thicken up, and it's nice to have an extra carb in with the curry as well. So the potatoes go in. I'm going to bring it up to boil. I'm going to slow cook this for around 2 hours. Now after this process, reward yourself, because you've done a good job here with a nice beer. Put the feet up, drink the beer, watch some TV, and then get back in the kitchen to start the starters. So we have an onion here. I'm going to make some onion bhajis. Have an onion going in. I'm going to grate some potato into the onion, skin and all, just make sure it's washed. And this is a nice little process here. The starch and water from this potato will work in our favour. It'll help bring it all together. So I have some coriander, some ginger, some garlic, some turmeric, some ground coriander, a little bit of cumin going in there, of course some salt. Now normally you would use gram flour here, but unfortunately I am out of gram flour, So I'm just going to use regular flour. Because of the starch in the potato, this should all just come together when you put the flour in and just stick like this. Make sure your hand is a little bit damp or else it will start sticking to your hand also. And that's it. It's so simple to make fresh onion bhajis with fresh ingredients. And halfway through my cooking, I'm going to baste my short ribs here just to make sure they're getting the attention they deserve, and pour the curry all over them and get some rice on to cook. Now, if you've never seen a papadum being made, well, today's your day because you're going to see it for the first time. And this is my first time making them as well. So we're in this together. This is an experiment for me and for you. So I'm going to put them into the hot oil, and they're starting to kind of banana up on me a little bit here, lads. I would like to get them a little bit flatter, but they're cooking very, very quickly. This is live, real-time cooking here. Yeah, I think it's going to take me 1 or 2 goes to kind of figure this out and get it right. The first one did go a little bit dark, but then I got a little knack down. I'm going to transfer that oil into a pot, get my mango chutney on the side, and there you have it. 5-6 papadums and some mango chutney, just like in the restaurant, except maybe not as flat, but they do have the crisp and they are cooked well as well, and they taste exactly like the papadums in the restaurant. So I'm just going to get my onion bhajis on to cook. It's only going to take a few minutes here in this nice hot oil, about 160 medium to high heat, till I get a nice colour in them. And there you have it, homemade onion bhajis with a nice minty yogurt sauce that I made myself. And now my rice is ready to cook, and the star of the show is ready, this beautiful beef curry. Just look at that. Can you believe you made that? I made that. Just put the work in. Little bit of work in the beginning to make this amazing curry. Now, when you add coconut milk to this at the end, lads, the magic will happen. This is when it starts to transform into this beautiful, creamy curry. I am going to discard the curry leaves at this point because you don't want to eat them. They've done their job and they've added the flavour. And so is the beef. So I've taken that out. But just look at this. Just look at this pot of gold. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at the short ribs, lads. After 2 hours of cooking, they will absolutely melt in your mouth. You can just pull them apart with 2 forks. You could probably pull them apart with a spoon if you wanted to. They're so tender. All those spices are after flavouring this meat beautifully. All the flavours have sunk into the meat. And I've absolutely no shame whatsoever in eating some of this meat clean off the bone, lads. No, I've no shame in it. Oh, stop. And this is how much meat came off all those short ribs. Now, I won't eat all this in one go. Like, there'll be some lunches left over out of this as well, which is great value for money if you ask me. Now, all the curry leaves have been removed, all the bones have been removed, so we can just go ahead and get that meat back into the curry as so. And it's all completely edible at this stage. Just potatoes, curry, meat, and lads, it's looking fantastic, I have to say now. Get my rice out, look at those bones. If I had a dog, he'd be the luckiest dog in the world. But I don't have a dog, so unfortunately that has to go in the bin. I'm going to start serving up my curry here. And stop now, lads, look at that. A little bit of coriander. I mean, that is restaurant quality. Tell me, do you agree? Is that restaurant quality curry there? What makes me special, lads? Nothing. Nothing. I just learned how to cook. I taught myself. And now I'm showing you how to do it. I just take chances. I just get on board. I just get stuck in. If I want to make something, I'll just go and make it. And there's nothing stopping you from doing this beautiful curry. You just have to do it. You just have to stop thinking and start cooking. That's the best beef curry I've ever had in my life, without a doubt. The meat is just insanely tender. It just melts in your mouth. Look at that. Lads, please make this. It's so easy. It's simple. That's the best thing I've made this year, and the best thing I've made for a very, very long time. Honest to God. I'm going to go and eat this with my wife and enjoy it because it's so good. Turn it off. Turn the camera off. Turn it off.